Hey, it's the Cheap Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. We're going to be unboxing an expansion book for Tales from the Loop. This one's called Out of Time, so you can already tell there's going to be some time travel involved, and I just love this photo. Again, the artwork's always amazing. You know, this looks all super semiconductor time travel, jump through the center with this little kid in his snowsuit and his little stocking cap. Now, for those that aren't familiar with Tales from the Loop, that is this base book. Some of you know, and hopefully Mom will come on soon. I am gaming this with my 81-year-old mother right now. She was talking about being 10 in Chicago and adventuring on her bike, and I said, there's a game like that. And so we're using this, the base game, for our adventures. Whoops, as I bumped the camera. Now I'm also using the Mythic emulator because we're playing cooperatively and I'm not using the preset mysteries. But this game here, this expansion will have a trilogy that you can play as a campaign. I'm going to show you those. It has tables where you can make up your own mysteries, which will be helpful for me because we're already using Mythic to come up with our own mysteries. And then they've got this cool thing in the back that also works for what is it, Tales from the Flood, which is the 90s, where this is the 80s, where it's like a CD mixtape kind of thing. But these are from Free League. They did send me these. Later on, I will cover our Friends, the Machines, and other mysteries. I've already used this a little bit because in my live sessions, co-op with my mom, we ended up befriending a little machine we call Joey. And then They Grow Up So Fast is set in the UK, and it helped me. We weren't sure where we were going to have our setting. We ended up going with Boulder City, which is one of the alternatives other than the area that's set up in Sweden. But this is about Out of Time, so let me show you. Has the same beautiful art and the same kind of orange style. I love this. The inside of the paper ends is on the front. It's the map in Sweden, the main place where the loop is, where you're going to be playing. And in the back, this is the same as for the base book. You have the map of Boulder City, which is near Hoover Dam and Lake Mead and not too far from Las Vegas, Nevada, with a breakout of the city itself. This is where my mom and I are playing our little kids. So this is a game, Tales from the Loop is kids that are aged 10 to 15. Again, you can see there's their logo, the orange papers, and this clean style. You will hear me probably talk about how much I like this, maybe more than you care to hear, but the layout is so clean. The chapters broken out with the artwork with it, a little breakout of what you're getting ready to look at, and it's kind of extravagant use of space. And I love it. I love the feel. I love the look. So the introduction is great. Does a little breakdown on each chapter, which is really nice. Lets you know that you can play the mysteries as one-offs, or you can put them together as like a 3-trilogy campaign. I'm not going to walk through all of them. Out of Time does explain the trilogy. I'm not going to explain what the mysteries are. I don't want to spoil anything. There's probably a little bit of spoilers already with what I'm showing you. But the main aspect of what I liked with this book is it's going to, if you don't use the mystery as written, which I suggest you do, but it also gives a lot of great ideas on how you can work in time travel. The base book even includes a mystery that has dinosaurs that are coming through like a portal, and you have to deal with it. So there's all these kooky, weird things. And for those that don't know, Tales from the Loop is like there's alternate history, high tech starting in the 50s. There's a bunch of anti-grav stuff, and you've got this mixture of, well, it's an alternate 1980s, but with this cool, odd AI and anti-grav stuff. I'm going to show you a couple more pictures. The art is gorgeous, and then I'll pop to just some of the chapter heads, just so you kind of get a general walkthrough. But again, time travel will be one of the mysteries here. But I wanted to show there's a cool breakdown in each mystery where it's set up as if you're playing in Sweden, but they'll have little breakouts that'll explain, well, if you're playing in Boulder City, here's what you can do. They will also give a Swedish name of a person or an NPC that you run into, and then parentheses, you'll have an American name for your Boulder City stuff. Let me skip ahead to the next chapter. Again, I want to keep spoilers down and keep this video kind of more like just a touchstone of what this book is. We're on the cover page of the Animal Arc, and again, I'm not going to go into the deep details of the mystery, but imagine your favorite dog is run off, and you're going to look for it, and then that leads you deeper and deeper into resolving where is Fido and what are we found ourselves into. Again, you see the breakout of both if you're playing in Boulder City or if you're playing in the Swedish location. Again, I love this. They fully dedicated to either place that you can be gaming in. And since I'm in Boulder City with my mom, comes very helpful. We're using an NPC, which is a police officer. What is her name? Karen Richards. Well, that's the American name that's given. And it gave a little backstory in one of the mysteries. Now, we're not following that mystery in the regular game, but I still grabbed onto that backstory. It was just so well done and so nice, and I could just plop it right in. Great resources for the game, even if you're not following the mystery to a T. So another thing with the mysteries, you will get beautiful little graph paper kind of maps. In this case, it's the junkyard. Sometimes you'll have interior buildings or how a house is broken down so that you can open that up on the table or photocopy it off and put it in front of your players, or you could use it and they're graphing it out as they explore it. Just again, making things easier for you as the referee or the GM. And the fourth one's called Summer Camp. You can see the cooling towers in the background, and the whole premise here is all the kids go off to summer camp, and of course something wild's got to happen at summer camp. The next mystery, if I remember right, even brings us back home. So maybe school's getting ready to start, but summer camp's nice because you're away from family, a little more freedom. All right, I skipped past a couple mysteries again just to preserve, dare I say, the mysteries, but the mystery machine. So this is going to be tables that can help you randomly generate mystery after mystery after mystery. This was one of the main things that intrigued me about this particular book, because that is what I'm doing with my mom as we play. Now again, we're using Mythic Emulator, but I thought this might be helpful as well. And what's really cool, we're playing cooperatively. Mom is enjoying the process of figuring out what the clues are via Mythic to come up with the mystery. But you never know when you might need to tighten something up, or if there's a table that's already made that we can go roll on to just populate some of the aspects of a mystery. So you have the antagonist action. So let's just say, what are we looking at? A D6, 2D6, so let's just say 3-5. Nano robots, boom. We're going to have nano robots in this. So what are their action? Looks like, again, it's 6-sided dice, so let's just say 53. 53 is prophecy, and then I could come straight across for driving force and instinct, and I could do prophecy and create a nest. Okay, that actually would probably work for the nanobots, nano robots, but what if I did prophecy and 21? Confusion. All right, so I could even mix it up that way, which I usually kind of like. Just gives you some odd things. So there's a prophecy with nano robots and confusion. So is that somebody that is anti-robot that prophesized against them, and now what? The robots are confused and they're overproducing? I don't know. Could be any one of those. The next chart over, the mystery's basic components. And we have the happenings, first column, and then societal changes. So again, let's just say 61. And I shouldn't have done that because I got to flip pages. That's odd. Yep. All right. 61 is stop time. And just so I have to flip back and forth, 42. Stop time. And 42. Medical testing. Okay. So stop time. And there's medical testing. So I did watch not all but some of the shows on Prime. There's the one that actually freezes time. So what if we were able to do that? And then that's going to lead to us discovering medical testing? I don't know, but you can see, you can play around with that. So we have examples of involved organizations. So we could just say, we could do organization and then roll twice for involvement. So let's just say 3-6, DARPA and an accident or accidental. So on the back map, I know DARPA is right here. And now there's going to be some kind of accident that's happening around DARPA. And if we're using the nanobots, and maybe there's even some testing, and we're able to stop time and we can adventure, that would be kind of cool if you could adventure around and everybody else is frozen in time. And then maybe you find things are moving, so someone else is moving in your time as well. I don't know. That could be kind of cool. What's over here? So let's just go with 3-1-3. It's drama noir, okay? So you can see you have these other options, and again, I may have it blown up a little bit bigger on the screen so you can see it. So what did I say, 3-1-3? All right, I don't know what the, quote, the Detectives Club, investigating. Okay, what do we have, a club of kids, and we investigate things? That's how this starts off. And then what's 3? All right, the truth, thirst for knowledge. So we're looking into something, and then confirmation, we know that something is actually up with these nanobots. Okay. Introductory clues, so you have people, animals, creatures, impressions, things, and special events. And then some example locations that you could just jump into. So I love this. I love tables. This is the chart continuing over. This does seem odd. I wish we could have fit these all on one page. Maybe. But okay, I've gotten very used to Ben Milton's single page, so you're never flipping back and forth. Maze Rats, Knave 2E, but that's fine. I have old eyes, so I would prefer not to shrink the table down, but they got it fit in over here. What is that over there? All right, so these are names for, or Swedish names for children and adults. Girls, boys, women, men, and surnames. And the matching table for the US, great. I'm always trying to come up with names, so if you can do a name generator, that's awesome. I actually have a couple apps that are pretty good at this as well. Some distinctive features so that you can describe NPCs and their specials. And then creatures and their remarkable characteristics, and again, great art. So I love tables, and I love being able to make up my own mysteries. And now we get to the mix CD. This is just a fun, playful thing that I feel the creators at Free League or the authors of the book were like, we got to do this. So people used to do mixtapes. Then they were doing mix CDs. So you could put in your favorite CD that has all your favorite songs on it. Kind of, you're playing your own DJ. So in this case, you have the Cardigans, Lover Fool. So it breaks down the lyrics, but then you have a mystery that they've created that kind of mirrors those lyrics. And then you can see here they're covering Nirvana, Smells Like Teen Spirit, TLC Waterfalls, Rage Against the Machine, Know Your Enemy, Pulp, Common People, Blur, Beetlebum, Salt and Pepper, Let's Talk About Sex, and Bjork, Possibly Maybe. So you can see they're using, again, you can do it in both Boulder City or in the Swedish map. And I'm going to move through this because they're going to include hooks and a countdown. Disaster, here we go into Smells Like Teen Spirit. And you're going to get, again, hooks, countdowns and disasters. These are like popping really quick and tying into those lyrics, so you know. There's waterfall, and you can just see that this was done in this fun little spirit, and it shows you yet another way you could create mysteries. So maybe your favorite song is something totally different, something from country, Billy the Kid, or Run, and you just decide, I'm going to take the lyrics from that and use that to help create a mystery. I love that. I'd never thought about it, and now it makes me even more excited. So let's just move through. What do we got here? Oh, some little love action. It does talk about these. Some of these may be more appropriate from Tales from the Flood, which moves you into the 90s, obviously with the grunge, moves you into the 90s, and your kids are now 16, 17, and 18 maybe. So you move into more adult themes, and you can die. In the basic one, your kids that are 10 to 15 cannot die. Love this. What are those? What do they do? We come to the back page again, and you're looking at Boulder City. And here they're plugging compatible with things from the Flood, or obviously Tales from the Loop. I love this book. So not only the art, but all the tools that it's going to give me, or has already given me, in the play that I'm cooperatively doing with my mom, who's 81. Hello. Yes, I keep trying to get her to come on the show. She hasn't felt like she's ready for that yet. Hopefully soon. Chief, Bonding with Board Games and RPGs Free League is killing it. Try this out.